Israel here with Take Ground Radio uh with a late night session, relationship advice. You already know how we get down. Late nights. It's been a we've been missing for a hiatus. It's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander Johanna, Take Ground Radio, relationship advice section. Today we're going to talk about, like we said, relationships. Okay, but here is always about Israelite culture, the way relationships are in Israelite culture. Okay, not according to Christianity, not according to none of that. Okay, as a lot of you may know, we just had the Passover, and it was glorious and beautiful and everything. It was amazing. Okay, one thing you want to know about when you come to the Passover, when you see a brother with 4 or 5 women following him, it ain't his best friends, or they not his girlfriends. It ain't no fugazi stuff going on. Them be his wives. You know what I mean? In Israelite culture, it is a what they call polyamorous. I don't even know, but they got so many damn poly names. It just means multiple wives, and the way we say it. You can use all that poly words if you want, polygyny or whatever, polygamy. But that's Israelite culture. That's the way it was. That's the way it is, and it ain't changing either. Okay, and it's a beautiful thing. Okay, it's a beautiful thing to see. Let me get a scripture. We're gonna get some scriptures pertaining to it to break it down, so you can know that it's in the scriptures. Okay, that's where we get it from. Everything we do in the Israelite School UPK is from the scriptures. All right. But yeah, definitely. And if you have any questions, hey Shalom, that boy Polo. If you have any questions, type them in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, this is Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Today we definitely gonna be late night. I'm thinking about changing the times of the show to a midnight show. It may be too late, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Multiple wives. You get Genesis 4 and 23. Genesis 4 and 23. All right. Genesis 4 and 23. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech. Hearken unto my speech. For I have slain a man to my wounding and a young man to my hurt. If you know anything about Lamech and what this situation, this scripture was talking about, Lamech, he was around the time of Adam, Cain, and Abel, around the beginning of, around the beginning of times. That brother was around. You see what I'm saying? As you know, Cain committed the first murder when he murdered Abel, and Lamech was not too far after. So, from what you can pick up from the scripture, is that it's been multiple wives from the beginning. It was never only one man and one woman. It was never like that from the beginning. It was never like a required thing like it is today, where that's the only thing that seems is the right thing. That's a new thing. From the beginning, it was brothers who had multiple wives, and that's from the beginning in Genesis. All right, back with Lamech. This is talking about way back in Enoch days, all of that. Because if you read down, he knew about Cain. You know what I mean? And what happened with Cain. So let's get Genesis 16:3. Genesis 16:3. And Sarah, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife. See, even back then, it was on a whole nother different wavelength, different level how things was moving. Sarah gave one of her maids to uh to her husband Abram to be his wife. At that time, they wanted to raise up seed, so she was as like a surrogate mother. You know what I'm saying? But Sarah ended up having a child anyway, her own children. So it just goes to show is a different type of spirit, different type of vibe going on in the beginning. It wasn't like it is now, where it's like, oh, another woman. I need to destroy the whole world. The whole world needs to end. Everything needs to be destroyed. It wasn't like that before. You understand? It wasn't like that. But like I said, this is back at even in the beginning in Genesis. We just did this real quick show. Definitely check us out. We're gonna be doing more shows, man. More lessons, more learnings. Learn about Israelite culture from the Israelite School of UPK under Commander Jenny Hanna. Go to ishbk.com for more info. Time is short. It's time to get right with the Most High. With that said, shalom.